So Allison, tell us all about what is As You Wish lifestyle.
Sure. So As You Wish was founded in Denver in 2010. We are an a la carte personal assistant and event planning company. So essentially, we help people gather more time in their life so they can be out hiking, biking, going to the beach instead of going to Costco or organizing their closet. So we want to simplify things for our clients. Essentially, we're a personal assistant company, and we work on those daily tasks, errand running. Right now, it's the holiday season, so we're putting up Christmas trees. We're going to start wrapping gifts, getting into all of the things around the holidays that are just, causing, our clients a lot of time to be away from their family or the office. So anything you can think of, we can do it on an hourly basis. So
Okay.
so you don't need to have that full-time assistant or house manager. We come on an a la carte basis as needed. No overhead, no contracts.
Allison, how did you come up with this idea?
Sure. So I went to school in South Carolina. After that, I worked for an athlete and started to learn there how to manage calendars, planes, trains, and automobiles, different homes,
Okay.
lifestyles of that world. Worked for him for about 7 years. And then after that, I moved to New York City to be closer to home. And I worked for famed interior decorator Charlotte Moss. And I ran her 3 households between New York City, East Hampton, and Aspen. And then, helped her with her, she did a book tour. She was very philanthropic, but needed those everyday tasks done as well. So that's where I
Hmm.
stepped in with my team to make sure that domestically everything was on track. But when I moved to Colorado, I just decided to come out here from the city in 2010. Loved it, loved skiing, loved the lifestyle. And just that thought of not everyone needs this, a full-time assistant or help or management, but really just as needed. So maybe you're busy around, the holidays, as I said, and you need an extra
Hmm.
hand, or you're moving and you don't have time to pack the boxes and hire the movers and unpack and organize in your new home. So we can help out there. Or you'd maybe gotten into a fender bender and we could take your car in, pick it up from the office, go get the quote for you, and then, the car fixed. So really anything that is on your list to do, we can manage and take care of. And we also have a
Mm.
small part of our business, which is event planning. It really goes hand in hand with a lot of our clients that are, if we're in their house organizing their pantry and then they say, oh, it's my son's birthday next week. Totally forgot. I got to put together a little fiesta. So we'll go ahead and, get out invitations, order food and cake, cupcakes, whatever they need, decorations, make the goodie bags, and we can set it up and leave. So mom looks like the hero. She does it all.
What a
So
great idea.
yeah, and so it's a little bit of everything.
So what do you say to the potential customer that says, Allison, this is a great idea, but it'll never work for me because it'll take me too long to explain what I want, or I'm a control freak, even though my list is a mile long, I'm never going to
Yes.
get to it. That's got to be one of the most common questions,
Of
right?
course. No, great question. Because letting go of that sort of power or control, or just, people know their own homes, obviously. But, what we like to do is a complimentary walkthrough at a client's home. That
Okay.
way they're in their space. We can walk through, and then, we're going through, oh, groceries need to be stocked. Then we go through the front closet hasn't been organized in years. Then we go through the backyard and the fence is broken. So we would hire a handyman to come fix that. Then we're walking through the kiddos' room and the clothes need to be changed out or updated. So you kind of go through the home first is what we like to do and really
Hmm.
showcase, say, good. And then we come back with our list of to-dos, if you will. And then they typically say, go for it. And that starts the relationship and, going forth from there.
There's so much trust involved, right? Once they start
Exactly.
seeing that they're getting results and there's rapport, I would imagine like that's it. Like I could picture just like the doors busting open now, and now the list gets even longer.
Exactly. It does. We want to be very intuitive with our clients. We want to know what's next. When is their anniversary? When are big dates in their lives coming up? Maybe one of their kids is graduating and we can help pull that event together. But,
Hmm.
to your point, confidentiality is a huge part of our business. We work with everyday families, we work with athletes, executives. We sign a confidentiality agreement going into their home or their vehicle, just knowing that we're not sharing proprietary information. That's super important to us and our team.
What about from a franchise opportunity perspective? First of all, what made you decide to franchise this? You were running the business for 13 years, right before you started franchising. How did that come to be? What was that defining moment or aha that you said, I've got to expand this?
Sure. So our team here in Denver of lifestyle coordinators, we found ourselves traveling quite a bit. Let's say a pro athlete got traded and they have to pick up and move and play the game on Sunday. So, we really started the process of working with the 4 pro teams here to start. But, we had to pack up, maybe ship their vehicle, go to the DMV in their new city, get their utilities set up. So, and organize and unpack their home so that they're set and they're ready to play their game. But also a lot of, we call it snowbirds, as you know, in Florida, but
Sure.
we would go to destinations, Scottsdale, Palm Springs, whatnot, and then open the client's home for the winter and stock their groceries, get their pool open, maybe get keys made, whatever they needed, get the car ready to go. So our team was traveling to these other locations to sort of get these homes ready and up and running for our clients to be there and live so they don't have to get there and worry about it. It's just a one-stop shop.
Okay. And then, so where did franchising come to be that you said, I'm going to franchise this?
So we were in these cities and sort of looking for partnerships of, gosh, we're going to need an extra hand, or I need 5 movers, not the 2 that came, or whatnot. I just couldn't find someone that does an all-encompassing concierge service like we do. There are the one-off organizers or the one-off errand runners or a task rabbit or something of that sort, which is great. We're really unique because we do house all of those services into one. And once you're in, your client's home and they know you and they trust you, they don't want to work with other vendors. They really want to work with you. So we decided from there to educate ourselves on the franchise process, worked with consultant early on, probably the end of 2022. And then 2023, finalized the fun items like the FDD and
that's a whole lot of fun.
Paperwork. And we actually trademarked the name As You Wish in 2015. So that was good. And that was done.
Smart.
So, and then working with a marketing company to take it from a small, just a city owned, entity to really make it nationwide. So branding everything, the same fonts, the logos, the colors, so that across the board, we are, one unit. So we've definitely learned a lot in the last year or two. But now that we're, all together and, share the same systems and all the things that we're great. We're up and running now.
Sweet. So how many franchises do we have and where are they located right now?
Sure. So we have 3 right now. South Denver was our first franchise, which was great. It was right south of us. Boulder, Colorado sold secondly. They're to the west of us. Then our first out-of-state franchise sold in Charlotte, North Carolina. And that's been great. We had, they were out here to our office in Cherry Creek training in September. And then we did a launch party for them in October. And now they are just starting to get up and running there. So it's been great to see them out of state using our tools, virtually, essentially working.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fumey, or Emerging Franchise Group, LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.